And what do you think is the role that activists should be taking right now in the present?
It's a difficult moment. The policy as announced has a kind of Teflon quality to it. There's no way to get purchase and say, well, here it goes wrong, in part because we don't know what the benchmarks are. They're also confidential. We don't know what the sticks are. They're in the confidential annex. We don't know what the carrots are, because they're also in the confidential annex. So, in theory, in the abstract, the policy's okay, but it's very, very difficult to say. And if we judge by what General Gratian has been saying, I think we have to be deeply concerned. The effort to get the South to postpone or delay the self-determination referendum was disastrous and shows real ignorance, among other things, worrisome ignorance. Sudan is a tough country to get up to speed on. Been working on it 10 years, and I still feel as though there's an awful lot to learn. Gratian just parachuted in and thought that he could learn enough to make a fundamental shift in policy of the sort that accommodates Khartoum much, much too much. He's got nothing to show for it, except more months have passed, and it's not clear what the reaction will be to a failed election next April, half a year from now. But it's not clear that Darfur will even vote. It's not clear that the people in the South will vote. It's not clear what the effects of the census will be. But it's possible that the regime will claim legitimacy on the basis of this vote, and perhaps even sufficient representation in the National Assembly to change the interim national constitution, or to suspend the self-determination referendum itself. There are any number of things that could happen, any number of actions that the regime, in the interest of survival, could take for itself. They have one goal in Khartoum, and that is to preserve their stranglehold on national wealth and power. I see nothing that suggests they're at all different at this time. Activists need, I think, first of all, to educate themselves to the point where they see this regime for what it is. That pressure is brought to bear on the Obama administration and the Congress to say, this is who we're negotiating with. Let's be realistic. Let's be clear-eyed. Let's see the importance of X, Y, and Z. I think advocacy has gotten to the point now where it really needs to have some specific asks, border demarcation, north and south, final determination about how to use the census or how not to use the census, a reworking of the security laws that presently give immunity to the national intelligence and security agencies. Either there are some specific demands, or it's going to look as though there's just yelling with no specificity to it. I think a checklist of specifics will reveal that there's an educated advocate, an advocate that knows exactly what to look for on the ground. So I don't know how we reach Europe, which is one of the things I would love to see happen, is a much more vigorous engagement with between Europe and Khartoum. There's still French companies working in Sudan, including on these controversial dams in the far north that are displacing so many thousands of people and benefit again on Khartoum. But for now, I think Darfur advocacy needs to focus even more relentlessly on the Congress and on the President with a kind of agenda of, okay, we've said incentives and disincentives. Well, assuming that these are credible, here are the benchmarks. You've made those confidential, but here are the benchmarks that obviously must be met. Talking about Darfur in particular, an unobstructed unit mission, unobstructed humanitarian access, provision of security. Khartoum is now deliberately creating a situation which is too dangerous for humanitarian workers to go into more rural areas. The list of asks would be very long. Those that get prioritized presumably would be much shorter. But something that really shows advocates are informed and forceful, I think is probably the most effective thing that can happen now.
Thank you very much for your time.
Sure.